Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the human brain. You know, that 3-pound blob between your ears that you carry with you everywhere? Yeah, that one. It's responsible for everything you do, everything you think, everything you feel. It's the command center of your entire existence, and trust me, it's far more interesting than any spaceship or black hole. Get ready to uncover 10 mind-blowing facts about the most complex organ in your body. You might think you know your brain, but after this, you'll realize we're just scratching the surface of what this incredible organ can do. Let's start with the building blocks of the brain neurons. Imagine 86 billion tiny messengers, all firing off signals at lightning speed. That's how many neurons your brain has, each one capable of forming thousands of connections with other neurons. These connections, called synapses, are how neurons communicate. Think of it like a massive interconnected network, constantly buzzing with activity. Every thought, every feeling, every action you take is the result of these neurons firing and communicating with each other. It's like a cosmic dance of electrical and chemical signals happening right inside your head. But here's the thing about neurons. They're not just randomly firing. They're organized into intricate circuits and networks, each specialized for different tasks. Some networks are responsible for processing sensory information, like what you see, hear, and touch. Others control your movements, emotions, and even your higher-level thinking. It's this incredible organization and specialization that allows your brain to perform such a wide range of complex functions. And it all starts with a single neuron sending a signal across a synapse. That signal might trigger another neuron to fire, and another, creating a cascade of activity that spreads throughout the brain. This is how we learn, remember, and experience the world around us. Now you might be thinking, with all those neurons firing, the brain must use a ton of energy, and you'd be absolutely right. Although the brain only makes up about 2% of your body weight, it gobbles up a whopping 20% of your daily energy intake. That's like a car engine constantly running, even when the car is parked. But what is all that energy being used for? Well, a lot of it goes towards maintaining the brain's basic functions, like regulating your breathing and heart rate. But a significant portion is also used for cognitive processes, like thinking, learning, and remembering. Every time you solve a problem, learn a new skill, or even just daydream, your brain is hard at work, burning through energy to make it happen. Think of it like this. Your brain is like a high-performance sports car. It needs premium fuel to run smoothly and efficiently. And just like a car needs regular maintenance, your brain needs a steady supply of nutrients and oxygen to function at its best. We just talked about the brain's incredible energy consumption, but did you know that it actually generates its own power? That's right, your brain is like a walking, talking power plant, producing enough electricity to light up a small light bulb. We're talking about 23 watts of power, which might not sound like much, but it's enough to run a laptop in low power mode. This electrical activity is what allows neurons to communicate with each other and is essential for all brain functions. It's also what's measured by an electroencephalogram, or EEG, which detects brain waves and can be used to diagnose various neurological conditions. So the next time you're feeling mentally drained, just remember that your brain is still generating enough power to light up a room. You just need to give it the right fuel and rest to keep those sparks flying. Now this might seem counterintuitive, but the brain, the organ responsible for all our complex thoughts and actions, is actually mostly made up of fat. And no, I'm not talking about the kind of fat you try to avoid. I'm talking about healthy fats, the kind found in foods like avocados, nuts, and fatty fish. These fats are essential for building and maintaining the brain's structure, and they play a crucial role in cognitive function. Think of it this way. Your brain is like a delicate machine, and fat acts as the lubricant that keeps everything running smoothly. Without enough healthy fats, your brain cells can't communicate effectively, and your cognitive function can suffer. So, if you want to keep your brain sharp and your mind clear, make sure you're getting enough healthy fats in your diet. Your brain will thank you for it. Hold on tight because we're about to talk speed. When it comes to processing information, the human brain is a speed demon, capable of transmitting information at an astonishing 268 miles per hour. That's faster than a Formula One race car. This incredible speed is what allows us to react to our surroundings in real time, making split-second decisions that can mean the difference between life and death. Imagine this. You're driving down the road, and suddenly, a deer jumps out in front of you. Your brain kicks into high gear, processing the information from your eyes, ears, and even your sense of touch. In a fraction of a second, you slam on the brakes, swerve to avoid the deer, and come to a safe stop. That's your brain's incredible processing speed at work. You know how you feel a pinprick on your skin? That's your brain receiving a signal from pain receptors located throughout your body. But here's the fascinating part. The brain itself has no pain receptors. That's right. The brain, the organ that interprets pain signals from the rest of the body, can't actually feel pain itself. This might seem counterintuitive, but it makes sense when you think about it. The brain is encased in a protective skull and surrounded by cerebrospinal fluid, which acts as a cushion. This means that the brain is relatively well protected from most injuries. But here's where it gets really interesting. Because the brain doesn't feel pain, surgeons can actually perform brain surgery on patients while they're awake. This allows them to monitor the patient's brain activity in real time and ensure that they're not damaging any critical areas. Ever wonder where your memories are stored? It's not like there's a little filing cabinet in your head labeled childhood memories or important dates. Instead, memories are distributed throughout the brain, with different regions playing specific roles in encoding, storing, and retrieving information. One key player in memory is the hippocampus, a seahorse-shaped structure deep within the brain. The hippocampus is essential for forming new memories, particularly those related to facts and events. It acts like a temporary storage unit, holding on to new information until it can be transferred to long-term memory storage in other parts of the brain. But the hippocampus isn't acting alone. The amygdala, involved in processing emotions, helps attach emotional significance to memories, making them more memorable. And then there's the prefrontal cortex, responsible for decision-making and planning, which helps retrieve and organize memories for later use. For a long time, scientists believed that the brain was a static organ, its structure fixed after childhood. But we now know that the brain is incredibly dynamic, constantly changing and adapting throughout our lives. This remarkable ability is known as neuroplasticity, and it's what allows us to learn new skills, recover from injuries, and adapt to new environments. Think of your brain like a dense forest. Every time you learn something new or have a new experience, it's like carving a new path through that forest. The more you use that path, the more defined it becomes, making it easier to traverse in the future. That's neuroplasticity in action. This means that even as we age, our brains can continue to grow and change. By challenging ourselves with new experiences, learning new skills, and staying mentally active, we can promote neuroplasticity and keep our brains sharp throughout our lives. Now here's a sobering thought. As we age, our brains naturally shrink in size. This shrinkage is due to a gradual loss of brain cells and connections, and it can start as early as our 20s. But don't panic just yet. While some age-related cognitive decline is normal, there are things we can do to mitigate these effects. Think of it like this. Your brain is like a muscle. If you don't use it, you lose it. But if you keep it active and engaged, you can maintain its strength and function for longer. So, how do we keep our brains in shape? Exercise is crucial, as it increases blood flow to the brain and promotes the growth of new brain cells. A healthy diet rich in antioxidants and omega-3 fatty acids can also protect brain cells from damage. And of course, staying mentally active through activities like reading, puzzles, and social interaction is essential for maintaining cognitive function. Remember how we said the brain shrinks as we age? Well, there's good news. Even though we lose brain cells over time, the brain has an amazing ability to generate new neurons throughout our lives, a process known as neurogenesis. This means that even as we age, our brains are constantly renewing themselves, creating new connections and adapting to new experiences. Neurogenesis occurs primarily in the hippocampus, that seahorse-shaped structure we talked about earlier. This is significant because the hippocampus is involved in learning and memory, suggesting that neurogenesis may play a role in maintaining cognitive function as we age. So, what can we do to boost neurogenesis? Exercise, once again, takes center stage. Studies have shown that aerobic exercise, in particular, can increase the production of new brain cells in the hippocampus. Learning new skills, getting enough sleep, and managing stress can also promote neurogenesis. If you found this fascinating, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more mind-blowing insights about the human brain and beyond. Thanks for watching.